second attempt has to do with a statement we've been reporting on now for over a year. And this trial could take weeks before it's over. Fox 4 will be in the courtroom every step of the way and live outside the courthouse, recapping the day's events. We'll continue our extensive coverage from outside the courthouse to this morning, rather. Starting at 7 o'clock, we'll be talking about new evidence in this case that we are learning about. So stay with us. You can also follow us online on fox4now.com and on the Fox 4 Now app.
At 5:04, we have some new information for you this morning on a serious crash in Cape Coral. It happened on Skyline Boulevard yesterday, just south of Veterans Parkway. Officers say Kyle Rush was making a U-turn on his motorcycle when a car hit him. We're also working to get you an update on how a driver from this crash is doing. This happened on Diplomat Parkway near Santa Barbara Boulevard. Police told us the driver had serious injuries. They say there have been 15 deadly crashes in Cape Coral so far this year.
State troopers are investigating a deadly crash in Lehigh Acres. This happened at Jaguar Boulevard and Pinecone Drive. State troopers tell us 2 cars are involved in this crash. Florida Highway Patrol did not say how many people are hurt or how many were killed. We do know it is deadly, though. We will update you as soon as we get any more information on this. Crews are investigating what sparked a fire at a home on Karen Drive. These are pictures from the Naples Fire Rescue District. They say the Greater Naples Fire Rescue also lent a hand in putting out the flames. You can see in these pictures the fire really destroyed a good portion of this roof.
This morning, the Fort Myers Police Department is another step closer to getting its accreditation. They held a public forum last night so people could comment on how the department is doing. It's part of a process FMPD is going through where a National Police Accreditation Commission will decide if the department is meeting professional standards. The department hasn't had accreditation since 2018.
My plea to Kalia today is they made a tremendous blunder when they gave their seal of approval before. And as you know, the Free Group came out and they found all of these discrepancies and all of this corruption. It makes you wonder, why are we paying Kalia to give us a seal of approval if they couldn't find any of this stuff?
So Kalia is the Accreditation Commission, and they will be in town talking with the department through tomorrow. They'll make a decision on FMPD's accreditation by March.
5:06 right now. President Trump is set to discuss the rising tensions in Syria with congressional leaders later today. Among those expected to attend are Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. John Lawrence has more on this story.
President Trump taking a tougher stand toward Turkey, threatening to hit the country in the wallet.
We put the strongest sanctions that you can imagine, but they get a lot. We have a lot in store if they don't have an impact, including massive tariffs on steel.
U.S. leaders also calling for a ceasefire in northeast Syria.
Turkey's escalation of hostilities with the Syrian Kurdish partners who've helped the United States fight terrorism is completely and totally unacceptable. This violence needs to end.
However, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is fighting back, saying he's not worried about any sanctions.
Turkey is the real problem here. And I would be having a real lockdown conversation with Erdogan and letting him know that he's going to pay a heavy price for what he has done.
And even though Vice President Mike Pence is being dispatched to try to broker a deal to end the fighting, Erdogan has dismissed the notion of a ceasefire in Syria. White House critics saying President Trump created this problem with his decision to pull U.S. troops out of Syria.
This all just rings so hollow after that October 6th phone call where he talked to the Turkish leader and basically gave him a green light to attack our allies.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
The Turkish president is scheduled to visit the White House in November. So far, there's no word on this being postponed or canceled. On Monday, Vice President Pence said there was no decision on this issue.
We're tracking the reaction this morning to the Democratic debate that saw a whopping 12 candidates on stage. So here are some of the big takeaways from last night. The candidates took aim on Senator Elizabeth Warren, mainly for her plans on health care. Former Vice President Joe Biden struggled to make an impact, which political analysts say may be a sign his status is diminishing in this race. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders defended his health after his recent heart attack. And he also gained several new endorsements, including one from Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
The founder of #MeToo is using the second anniversary of the movement to encourage people to vote in 2020. Tarana Burke unveiled #MeToo voter yesterday. It also reflects frustration among activists that issues of sexual violence haven't been a big part of the debate stage so far. Burke says she hopes this new hashtag will prompt more discussion among candidates about sex abuse. Florida's next Senate president has officially been chosen. Senator Wilton Simpson is now in the top spot. He'll serve from 2020 to 2022. Simpson has been in the Senate since 2012. He's focused on issues like natural resources, helping at-risk kids, getting those stuck in foster care out, and the economy. Simpson made note of the need for Democrats and Republicans to work together ahead of the next session.
We'll get a lot more done if everyone comes to the table focusing on our agreements, which far outweigh our differences.
Simpson is now known as the president designate. He'll take over next year. He says he's humbled by the chance to serve in this position.
A North Fort Myers high school teacher tells Fox 4 she is lucky to be alive. She's recovering this morning from emergency brain surgery. Dianera Rivera says it all started with a bad migraine she got back in September. After 3 weeks of agony, she says she went to the ER and they found a tumor on her brain. She had it removed and is on the road to recovery. It's a process that she says has been made easier by the students, friends, and strangers, really, who have donated to a GoFundMe page that was set up to help her pay for her unplanned procedure.
I really thank everyone, even people that I don't know have donated money.
To date, they've raised more than $14,000. Today, she will head in for results on a biopsy on her tumor.
Well, this morning, the Lee County School District has a short list of possible names for its new high school. This is for the school that will be built off State Road 82 and Griffin Drive. You see it here. It should be open in fall of 2021. So here are the top 4 names right now. There's Gateway High School, Thomas Edison High School, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. High School, and Gabriela Mistral High School. The board will be discussing the names tomorrow, and then they'll vote on them November 5th.
And it looks like Gateway far and away has the most nominations.
Yep.
We couldn't get Lisa Greenberg High to stick.
I do appreciate the push, though.
Yeah.
it was really nice of you guys to think
extensive online campaign, and I put a lot of money into it, but
I
just
appreciate it.
You should have
really
named it Lisa Greenberg the Champ High School.
Yeah, that would be good too.
Right? They may have went for that.
Although Lisa Greenberg is just synonymous with Champ on its own, so.
Well, we got to get that word
Champ
out there, though. Not many people know that. We got to get the word out.
Well, thanks for your guys' support. Appreciate it.
Well, you know what? It's a warm and humid morning, Southwest Florida. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s right now. A coastal shower or two possible. Mixture of sun and clouds. Temperatures near 90 today. We do have some rain on the way with a cold front. We'll show you where that front's located when I come back.
A Southwest Florida organization is reaching out to help people who struggle with mental illness and unemployment.
And coming up, we'll tell you how Hope Clubhouse, plans to create a safe space and help people get back on their feet. 5:12 is the time. You're watching Fox 4 Morning News. At 5:15, we are looking live at I-75 near Daniels Parkway. Traffic is not a problem as we start our Wednesday morning, and weather is not going to be getting in the way of our commute, at least. It's going to be another warm one. Eric is updating his forecast right now. We will get a look at how hot it's going to get today in just a few minutes. Well, a judge ruled against Michigan's ban on flavored e-cigarettes because it might cause people to start smoking and hurt local businesses. At the same time, Oregon is about to start its 6-month ban on vaping products. Steve Rappaport gives us a closer look at how other states are fighting the epidemic.
A Michigan judge is blocking the state's ban on flavored e-cigarettes. Governor Gretchen Whitmer first proposed the ban 1 month ago, giving businesses 2 weeks to comply or face a fine as well as jail time. But on Tuesday, a judge ruled the harm done to local businesses outweighs the interest of the state. Michigan was the first state attempting to curb the growing vaping epidemic, which national health officials say is connected to dozens of deaths and more than 1,300 cases of lung disease. The judge also noted the governor's delay in implementing the ban undercut the supposed need for emergency rules, while suggesting it might prompt e-cigarette users to turn to traditional cigarettes. In a statement, Governor Whitmer vows to appeal, saying, quote, "This decision is wrong. It misreads the law and sets a dangerous precedent of a court second-guessing the expert judgment of public health officials dealing with a crisis." Meantime, Tuesday was day one of a 6-month ban on flavored vaping products in Oregon. The store owner worries about people turning to the black market instead.
It's not hard to get online and order the things you need to order to mix e-liquid.
Other states are hoping to solve the vaping problem through education. California has launched an awareness campaign, and Missouri's governor is ordering his health department to develop its own statewide plan.
We owe it to our children and our grandchildren to be sure they are educated from a young age about the potential consequences of their decisions.
Health officials believe flavored juices and THC oils are partially responsible for the vaping illnesses. Steve Rappaport, Fox News.
The opioid crisis is costing Americans their lives and billions of dollars. A study from the Society of Actuaries says the U.S. economy has lost $631 billion since 2015. This number comes from unrealized lifetime earnings of those who died and health care costs. The study says it mainly affects individuals since state and local governments only eat about a third of the cost. Florida lawmakers want to be ready for the possibility voters will legalize recreational marijuana next year. There are 2 pushes now to collect signatures to put it on the ballot for 2020. Yesterday, a doctor testified before the House Health and Human Services Committee about what legalizing recreational weed might mean for the state. She told lawmakers research shows it can be dangerous. The committee chair says to expect more meetings in the future, likely including those supporting recreational use.
We're all going to be asked by our constituents, where are we on this? And we need to be equipped to, 1, take a position, and 2, articulate why we've taken that position.
Supporters at the meeting say the doctor cherry-picked data. They believe regulating weed like alcohol is regulated would make it a safer product.
A Southwest Florida organization is working to help thousands of people who struggle with mental illness and unemployment. In Lee County, 80,000 people have serious mental illness and 70,000 don't have a job. Hope Clubhouse wants to be a safe space for people to do things like make friends and improve their social skills.
And we provide access to paid employment, education, housing, and wellness.
Hope Clubhouse will host its annual fundraiser this month on Monday the 28th. For more information, look for this story on our website, fox4now.com.
5:19 is the time right now. Let's get you a check of the weather as you head out the door. And we know for sure it's going to be hot today.
That's right.
Like really hot.
It already is, right?
Like it's October and I'm ready for this heat to be out of here.
Yeah, maybe a couple more weeks before we finally get a cold front that pushes through. You know what, though? It is very warm outside today. It is humid as well. A couple of coastal showers possible this morning. Most of us and the vast majority of us will stay dry. Another warm and humid afternoon expected with some sunshine and cold front with rain tomorrow all the way in through the weekend as it stalls to our south, and also some moisture coming in from the west. Well, Fort Myers right now 78 degrees due to a south wind, keeping things pretty warm and pretty humid. 84% humidity, dew point of 73 degrees. Naples at 77. Your dew point 74 degrees, 90% humidity. Punta Gorda 100% humidity, 73 degrees. So it's warm and humid out there. Temperatures by 9 o'clock, 80 degrees. A little more sunshine after the clouds from any showers that do develop or just form along the coast pass through by around 11 o'clock, and then 1 o'clock, 87 degrees. Storm Shield Doppler radar right now, it's dry across southwest Florida. A couple of showers to our south trying to make their way into coastal southern Collier County, but again, most of us are going to stay dry this morning. Satellite showing you pretty much a northwesterly flow in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, seeing some mid and high level clouds, some low clouds coming in from the south. So partly cloudy to a mixture of sun and clouds, and again, predictor does have a couple of showers possible today, and any showers quickly move east of I-75 and dissipate later on in the morning. By the afternoon, a mixture of sun and clouds, and by this evening, wouldn't be surprised if we had a couple of showers late in the evening as the cold front approaches from our north, and then tomorrow morning, pretty good chance of a couple of coastal showers as that front does make its way at least into southwest Florida and just off to our south. Tomorrow afternoon, most of the rain off to our east. Well, the Tropical Depression 15 just downgraded to a remnant low, so we're not worried about this one. We weren't really worried about it anyway, but this one could have become Tropical Storm Nestor. It never really did, as the circulation really not defined. One other area that we are watching, this one's a very interesting one down in southern Mexico. It is forecast to move into the Bay of Campeche and then possibly move north and northeastward. So 40% chance of development over the next several days. We'll keep an eye on this one as it does move to the north and to the northeast, as this one could head toward at least the New Orleans area or the Panhandle of Florida. At least the tropical wave could. Right now, though, still a very low chance of development. Temperatures today, upper 80s to low 90s, and a very low rain chance today, only a 20% chance, a good 30% chance tomorrow. And then Friday, Saturday, and a part of Sunday, that's when we can expect the highest percentage of rain and cloud cover with high temperatures in the mid to upper 80s.
All right, Eric.